listening to the Hanging from the Rafters podcast.
I dislike it on a personal level.
I dislike it extremely.
Well,
I don't
pretty much
hate it,
more then.
but I dislike it to the point where if you don't stop, I may hit you.
With Chris Rafter,
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Why don't you go back to fucking France or wherever the hell you're from?
Pull it out. Let's see it. What are we even fucking doing here?
Austin Rafter,
I can't believe what's happening to me. You ain't going nowhere.
Fans.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
and Bryce Silver.
Ghana herpes I got it from this one tramp that I was with. Come on, you idiot. You gotta. What do you mean? Anyway, brother, here's Wonderwall.
That was terrible.
Talk to, I mean. You know, he must have just been awful to talk to during those movies. I can't
It's
imagine
probably better than fucking Daniel Day-Lewis in any of the movies he does. Full method acting.
Oh, yeah, he's the character the whole time on the
Full
set.
method
I've heard like
acting.
people like yelled at him all the time on fucking the set of Lincoln because he'd be Lincoln the whole time, and they're like, we're trying to talk about your fucking expenses.
I cannot tell a lie.
He's
Actually,
like,
that was
I
George
don't know
Washington,
what
but-
this.
And he does it. He's like he kind of sounds like an old man. I just remember there's that one. He's like, don't you ever do that? Like some shit like that. He goes into a
Don't
story,
you
and then I
ever
just remember that
do
I
one.
don't know what a signing
I-
bonus is.
I just remember there's that one. There's like one scene where he breaks into a story, and one of the dudes is like, "No, you're gonna tell another damn story, and I can't hear any more of your damn stories."
I don't want to hear this shit right now, Daniel. Who's Daniel? I am Abraham
7
Lincoln.
years ago, I shot myself.
4 whores and 7 beers ago, I fucked 20 bitches.
Bitches and hoes. Fabulous Hanging for the Rafters podcast here in Austin and Bryce and Timmy.
And we're talking about miserable celebrity diets. Thank you, Tim, for that wonderful bout of weed.
That miserable
Celebrity diets. I heard that when what's his face, Hugh Jackman, when he was doing, I think it was the 3rd X-Men or it was X-Men Origins. He's so fucking like muscled out in those ones by that time, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying in an interview, they starve you for like 24 hours beforehand, and
Before a colonoscopy.
anything you eat has to be like a liquid, has to be like soup basically, or like Jello.
To do a shot.
Yeah, to do a scene. So they're like severely
Yeah, I'll do a
undernourished. They don't get to drink much water or anything. They're basically like fasting during Ramadan, essentially.
What are we talking about?
About shitty celebrity diets at this point. And Hugh Jackman, when he was in one of the more recent X-Men films, and I want to say when he gave this interview, it was a time either during X-Men 3 or was it Origin with Ryan Reynolds, the first shitty Deadpool, Project X. He was at this point where like they had him like making sure before he shot he did not eat anything like at all because they needed his muscles to pop.
Yeah, I want to make sure you're fucking.
Jesus,
It's
man.
like
we have the technology to just fucking edit that without killing these
I
guys.
mean, yeah, the guy's like fainting on set.
what
You know
the
what I mean? Like,
How about
shit.
we get a soulful performance out of him, and we'll worry about his muscles and editing.
Well, and two, like,
Nah,
why
fuck 'em.
is
I don't
this
like
a
him
focal
anyway.
point of the movie? Like, really? Like, one of the funniest parts of Infinity War for me, for Avengers,
when the guy
is
pooped
not
his
any of the
pants.
jokes. It's when Thor is, like, trying to get his hammer, and they're like, oh, no, like, the star that's shooting the radiation into the factory, the little loop that magnifies it properly is closed, and you have to, like, hold it open with these 2 things, but it broke. And so Thor's going to go in there and he's going to like pull them together. But of course, they have him like do the fucking Greek god, you know?
Yeah, like a full
Like,
pull
he's
in.
doing a full like double
He does,
bicep
like,
flare. And it's like, are you fucking serious? Like this is what we're doing now? They did the same thing with Captain America in Civil War
Honestly, it
too.
probably would have been easier for him to just go like this.
Hi, I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Glenn. Yeah, just
Glenn.
flex right on a motherfucker. Like, see that guy, that poor guy in that movie, Glenn. You know, in The Ringer, they starved him for
They starved him.
because they wanted his muscles to pop. For
Those
scenes.
retarded people in that movie, they were starving.
They were
They
starving.
starved them.
Yes, so they could be jacked.
If you don't have big giant muscles, no one's gonna believe you're retarded.
No one.
Actually, they're-
Not a single person. They won't believe your retard's strong.
in reality, they were starving them to get them to act, and they wouldn't let them eat until the scene was
We
done.
don't get any ice cream until afterwards.
When the
And then
fuck
we
did
get
we get
ice
ice
cream.
cream?
Yeah, right after that. What the
Holy
fuck?
shit! Say that in the movie.
That's perfect. Yeah, he was just starving at that time. The
That's
actor
why
was.
That's why that was the biggest line in the movie.
Yeah,
You could
they
just
were
feel
all-
his pain.
They were all dying over there. And the guys with Down syndrome, the people with actual, disabilities, they were like, "Come on, guys, get your fucking lines right, you idiots!
Fucking
Idiots.
Get your
morons.
shit together so we can get ice
I'm
cream.
hungry. I haven't eaten in fucking 12 hours."
We're gonna have a
Actually,
sandwich,
I've eaten
bitch.
10 times today, but I really need ice cream.
It's like a
That sounds good.
conversation between two like retarded people on the set, and they're just like, "This fucking Johnny Knoxville's such a fucking retard.
Yeah.
He can't get his shit
They're
together
calling him
for a
retarded.
goddamn scene."
Hey, moron, get it together.
Johnny Knoxville's like looking behind him, like, "Who's he? Me?
Okay, I said.
God damn it, he was talking to me." Of course, he was talking to
So I
me.
one of my favorite scenes of that is when he's talking. He's like, "How come we never get the girl? Don't lump me in with you. I get the girl sometimes."
Sometimes.
He's like at his lowest, and this fucking Down syndrome dude just comes by. He's like, "Yeah, fuck you."
Just fucking gut checks him one time. That's a real eye opener, man. If this dude is giving, if
your
this dude's
fucking
giving it to
shit
you
together.
straight, like you know he's going to, you need to fucking open your eyes.
This dude doesn't know how to lie, so you better check your fucking reality right now.
Consider it a blessing
Bear on your
too.
phone.
Bear.
There's a bear on Austin's phone. Nobody would be alarmed.
There's a bear on it. Call the
I heard
park rangers.
fucking,
Oh
come
wait,
and
they're
get
busy
your-
dealing with the fire. Everybody, it is raining fire here where we live.
There's a bear in the backyard.
There's a bear in the backyard. He's got a big old
Girl in
hat
the
on
garden.
and
There's
jeans.
a girl in the
Really
garden.
weird.
And Bryce is on his period, so we're in real trouble.
I'm
here.
menstruating right now.
Yeah.
And this is a hard time for me
Bears.
to be able to comprehend, okay?
Oh.
So much going on.
Oh, no,
And
we-
I have all these feelings.
We don't care about that. We just care that bears are attracted to periods.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, no one cares about my feelings. They
No,
just
we
care about
don't.
the bears.
Stop crying.
Yeah, there's a bear
Shut your
outside.
mouth.
We're a little concerned with that.
Shut your dumb whore mouth. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean that.
What's up, baby? I'm sorry. Slap, slap. I'm sorry,
Slap,
baby.
I
I
meant
didn't
it.
mean that.
Why do you make me do this to you?
You know, I don't want to do it, but the way you act sometimes.
This hurts me more than
You
it
don't know how
hurts
to
you. Not really, but I like saying it.
It makes me feel better about myself because I'm a piece of shit.
Actually, I love it. I'll be honest with it.
I
gives me
get
such
kind of
power.
a thrill out of
Yeah,
this.
it's fine. It's fine for me.
I just like to imagine like when the fire started, fucking used to a bunch of firefighters pull it to one of them. Like, yep, this is fucked. Let's go home.
Yeah, like their fists on their hips and everything. Like, yep,
I'm good.
that's big fire.
Nope.
We call in the station.
Nope.
Station. You think they're gonna do something about it?
Who are they going to send? Us? We're already here.
We are here right now.
This is all of
Especially
us.
the ones up in the
We're called
mountains.
Cal Fire.
Especially the ones up in the mountains. Like, what the fuck you want us to do? You see a fire hydrant anywhere?
Sorry, man. Do you have a spare bottle of water I could possibly use to fight this fire?
No, that didn't do it.
Hey guys, the water balloon didn't work this time.
I brought a spray bottle and a super soaker. Nothing.
We
Those poor
filled,
motherfuckers are dying up there.
we filled
They're
the
like,
hoses.
blah, 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 blah.
We filled the hoses with water before we brought them, but turns out no pressure.
No
It
pressure,
didn't,
man.
it didn't work out so well. We thought it would. You just turn the thing, but no, you got to actually have a system with a pump.
We
Yeah,
thought we
they're
would
the
just
thing.
whip water
Yeah,
at
do the
them.
thing with the thing.
Didn't work. No. And then we tried like because champagne, if you shake it,
We asked
but
politely,
it turned out it
too.
made it worse.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, Bill brought a bunch of vodka instead of champagne.
And it was
You
like that
tried to tell them
Everclear
to
shit,
fuck
too.
off.
Was that clear shit? And that's not good for fires. That's definitely not good for fires.
Apparently, calling it the N word won't put it out.
No, yelling at it.
That just
obscene
seemed to make
racial
it
terms
angry.
Does not put a fire out. Just so you know, you can't even
I think
dig
it's an
trenches
African
doing that.
American fire.
That just seemed to make it angry.
It seemed to make it worse. Yeah.
That fire is
That's an
not
angry fire.
relatives. Damn it.
Was
All
that?
right, carry on.
That fire had relatives that were slaves.
Carry on, carry on.
It's not having your shit.
No, not even a little bit. I just had to rhyme because
It also had relatives that owned slaves, so you're just getting the worst of both sides.
it's gonna be all bad,
Yeah.
dude.
It's just a bad fire.
Yeah, those motherfuckers up there are like, I don't even know how they do what they do. Like, do they have just water tanks that they're just plugging into?
I think it's most of it's about like dish digging. Because
Sure,
everybody's
yeah.
doing it.
It's more about fire
It's like
breaks.
dish digging, and then they have that fucking the helicopters come pour fire retardant and shit on it.
Whoa.
Okay, we just talking about
Fire mental
Mental
disability.
disability. Mentally disabled.
They just made it
Mentally
name it
handicapped.
fire moron.
Waterhead.
moron was a
Fire
technical
dum
term.
dum.
Moron was a technical term. I love discussing that, by the way. I always thought that was funny when you explained it to me, Chris. Was that moron used to basically mean a person with mental disabilities?
Yeah.
No,
Well, there used to be like
moron.
There used to be
Your doctor could
Well,
literally
no.
sit you down and
There,
say, like,
there
listen,
used to be a
honey, your son is a moron.
well, no, there used to be a distinction between retarded and moron.
Well, there used to be like age
Donkey
or-
brain?
There used to be like
Donkey brain.
idiot was an
Water-headed.
idiot was a person with the like intelligence of someone who's like from 5 to 8.
Tim.
And
A
then, like
moron.
imbecile, it was like 8 to 11, and then like morons like 12 to 15 or something like
Right.
that. And they had like they
Okay,
had, like,
where's moron?
ages
Okay,
for
moron's
it.
here.
No,
And
moron.
I'm a
here's-
waterhead and he's donkey brained.
Here's Davenport.
Doesn't have donkey brains.
Do you have such a certificate?
I've been cured of my donkey brain.
No
Oh,
doubt, dude.
Jesus.
These fucking donkey brained motherfuckers.
They drained all the donkey out of my brain.
Big old needle.
Donkey.
No, it's crazy to think that shit is literally just over a few ridges that way. Like, I think
What?
Bert-
Donkey brains?
No, the fire. I was going back to the fire. Donkey brains are they're around
brains are
everywhere.
around.
I'm
Next
sitting
time you're
next to
gonna
me,
switch
dude. Come on.
subjects, tell Tim.
Yeah, you have to
He
slow
gets
down.
I have to
mad.
hold up a sign here, man.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm a
Yeah,
waterhead.
write it down.
So
I'm a visual learner.
very
You're a
visual.
waterhead. Go put
you
out
gotta
the
like
fires.
really show it to me though. Maybe
I-
even like force me to do it a couple of
Maybe
times.
do
I
it for
remember
me.
hearing someone say
Like,
that,
wait.
and then they're like, the teacher tried to like make more things, like fucking more pictures and stuff to help them. There's like, oh, it's
is that
clearly that
water?
they just didn't want to learn. They thought that would get them out of learning. Like, I'm a visual
No, I
learner.
just-
I can't read very. I don't learn very well when you ask me to read the chapters. Like, fine, I'll add some more graphics and shit for
I
you.
thought
but
that
you're
would
gonna
get
have
her to
kinda
leave
read
me
it.
alone.
Yeah.
No, I had to watch this bitch draw pictures for the next
It
half
was the
hour.
worst. It was the worst.
She's not very good either. turns out he wasn't lying. She just sucked at drawing.
Bad game of Pictionary.
He would have learned if she could draw better.
At that point, you got to do one of those fucking letter boards, right? And that's more for like people who don't have like nervous system abilities.
I was watching a fucking Community, and one of the episodes they're trying to play Pictionary,
Oh god.
and Chevy Chase, who plays the old man Pierce,
yeah.
he's like, it's his turn, so he draws a swastika,
Oh
and
my
he's
god.
like, he like points at it and like, you have to draw more, and so he circles
Made
it, and they're like, that's not doing it. He just keeps circling it. He's like pointing at it, and they're like, what the hell is it? And he's like, it was a windmill, and they're like, why the hell do they even have that in this game? They take that out.
There's a windmill. That's why he kept circling it.
Yeah.
Great.
It's funny because like you always see people like they do shit like that, and you say, oh, you know what I would have done if I drew that is I'll put like an arrow to show that it was spent, and it's like, no, you wouldn't have. You would have had no clue what to
What
do
a-
at that moment.
Well, that's like there was a fucking baseball coach like maybe a month ago that got in a bunch of trouble because he went to elbow bump his players, but he held his arm out in too straight, so everybody thought he was doing a Nazi salute. He's Mexican, by the way.
Oh, that's not good.
Like what?
Is this some Nazi salute now?
Yeah.
Well, there was one.
If you do it like this, it is. But he was just trying to elbow bump somebody. Like
There-
what the fuck?
There was
I
one
didn't get the memo,
baseball
dude.
coach, like a dugout coach though.
Check my
He wasn't
email.
anybody important, but he was like, he's standing at the dugout after a K, after a strikeout, and motherfucker like is literally giving the
Oh,
Heil
Jesus.
Hitler.
Yeah, that's
And one of the players was standing like right next to him, who like gave like the fist, the fist punch, yeah, fuck yeah, sees it from a distance, fuck yeah. And then like turns to see like that hand, and he's like, "Whoa, put that down!" He like
Whoa.
immediately
No,
turns to him.
no.
Easy there,
We're
Hitler.
talking about the same story.
Whoopsie.
He
This
did
dude
not
put
give
his-
a Heil Hitler.
Yes,
It
he
was a-
did.
That's
I watched that
This is
video
two
like
different-
30 times, dude.
Then
I
this
couldn't
is two
believe
different
it.
coaches.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that
saying. It
were
was a different.
stopped by
It was a
the
different. It was a
player.
different
Talk over
coach. Probably a
each
different
other.
game. I'm thinking, but like
Jesus.
this guy, like the player, like was standing right next to him, and like after the strikeout,
probably
everybody on the
Jews.
bench is like, "Fuck yeah!" And the baseball player saw his coach doing the Heil Hitler or whatever he thought he was doing, and he's like, "Oh, put that shit down!" Like, immediately turned to him, and was like, "Put that shit down."
God damn it.
I might have saved your career if the camera didn't catch it. Oh, it did. It definitely did.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Yes,
no,
it-
I wouldn't. Don't
How
even
was
do
I
this
watching it?
anymore. It's not okay. You gotta be careful.
You gotta
They-
really
all
make
they gotta
it
do is like
lax.
freeze it like in a moment.
You gotta
and
lax,
it's
like,
bad.
hey, oh,
the right moment,
maybe
yeah.
put your hands in the air like you don't care.
You know what? Just raise the roof.
Right? Yeah,
Give
it's
him
the
a-
safest
give him
one.
a
That was
fucking.
fun.
Give him one of these.
Yeah,
No,
give
no,
him
no,
the
no.
fucking so everybody really
Whoa,
knows what you're
careful
trying to
there,
say.
fucking
Fucking
Satan.
metal, you know.
No,
Hail Satan.
Satanism's okay. It's protected
Hail
as a
Satan.
religion.
Can you?
Hell
I
yeah.
know. You got to be more careful about people's religion. You're gonna hurt their feelings.
Yeah, but at
Satan-
least I'm not.
Satanists have
At least I'm
feelings,
not
too.
hailing Hitler.
Yeah, there's a difference. There definitely is, and I'm actually the one who did
I'm
the salute
hailing
on air.
Satan,
Hail Satan.
I'll be the one.
which
to
is
come out
totally
and say,
okay in America.
Satan could also be mistaken with Santa. It's the same letters. It's the same guy.
Hail Satan.
Same name, same guy.
Same letters.
Hail
Same
Santa!
guy.
It's a present.
It's a gift.
It's
That's
all
nice.
the same bullshit.
It's all the same stupid shit.
I can't believe that like this is all becoming more prominent like by the day. Like so we got the baseball announcer who said faggot on air.
Well, no, you said cat.
Whoa,
fag
there
capital
goes
of
your
the
career,
world.
Fag
Bryce.
capital of the world. There we go.
Don't be a faggot.
In the game?
Yeah.
But the
He
Giants?
quit
No,
or
didn't-
got fired
didn't-
right then and
He
there.
didn't know. It
Wait,
was
what
mic'd.
happened?
So he didn't know it was mic'd.
Whoops.
Nobody heard what was said to him beforehand. All that was heard was, "Yeah, it's the fag capital of the world," and then he went right into his broadcast like
Yeah,
nothing,
like nothing
happened.
Hell yeah.
Like he was
And
talking
then-
off air like
Props.
it was
So-
like one of these where
and
like,
it
he
was
talking-
like-
Hey,
So it was
a-
like
Oh,
it was
easy
like
there,
the
kiddo.
it was like the 7th inning of the first game of a doubleheader. He finished the first game like nothing happened. They got all the way into the 5th inning of the second game, and somebody just came over and like handed him a note, and he pretty
Oh no
much,
shit!
like,
It took that
he
much
pretty
time?
much like read out like, "Yeah, so I'm being asked to leave the game. I'm sorry if I offended anybody." Oh, and
Shit,
so
they
so
yanked
hits
him
a
mid-
home run.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I don't
that's
know
a
if I'll be
bad
putting this
miss.
mic back on again.
Yeah, oh my
ever.
god, it was the funniest
I'll see
thing.
you guys
He's in the
later.
middle of the apology, and then a dude hits one to fucking left field or center field or whatever,
That's fucking
and he's like,
great.
you know, it's just I'm a man of faith. I that's not what I'm about. One into left field over there, and you know, Gutierrez picks it up, throws it to second for the out, and they're bringing it back to the
And
pitcher.
it's a home
Yeah.
run, and it seems I've been fired.
Pretty much.
Says
No,
I
he gets
said
right back to it
fag
right
on the
afterward.
radio.
If you watch, if you fucking like watch the video, like it's not far
It's in the
off.
chat, dude. Tim
That's
posted it a
not-
few days
yeah.
ago. It's some of the funniest fucking shit I've seen,
It's great.
and it's real.
Well,
Like
it's hard
this-
to turn that voice off once you get into it. Yeah.
yeah, he's in the middle of
And
apologizing
it's
for
a
saying
home
fag capital.
run. Faggot. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit.
Nice line drive down to the
Fuck.
third base. Sorry, I
Faggot.
said
Shit.
fags to all the fags out
I
there.
keep saying fag because I got in trouble for saying
Faggy,
fag,
faggy,
so
fag,
I'm in
fag.
a lot of trouble now.
I'm never gonna be on the air again, so fag.
Yeah. I think
Last
that-
view out of me.
that
Turns
would've
out
the
I've been
per-
fired, so faggot,
That's
cunt,
a-
bitch.
My
Should've been the-
sister's brother is gay.
And he's
Yeah,
Fag.
yeah.
That would have been the perfect time. Like, you know,
but
you know
all,
you're never working
all,
again.
all in that old timey announcer voice though. Every bit
It's
of it.
gotta be, dude. What were you
That's
saying,
why
Us?
So you know you're never working again. That would be. I would not
Yeah.
be able to act as cool as that. It would have just been like you get it, and you're just reading. Son of a bitch!
No,
He was
after-
hoping that in 2 or 3 years everybody forgets
Yeah.
about this.
No, even after he announced the home run, like he goes on to say, like, once again, I'm deeply sorry for anyone I
He's, oh
offended.
shit! I better start
and
apologizing
then,
now.
and then he
Yeah.
says, and I really don't know if I'll ever be able to put on a microphone again.
Yep.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he knows it.
Oh,
like I
that-
said, he's
with-
probably just gonna
by-
lay low
that's
for
gotta
2
be
or
the-
3
with-
years.
you're
Said
in
a
the
bad word on
sport,
the TV.
within the next like half hour to an hour, Fox dropped him from their MLB coverage and all their NFL coverage.
I heard they
What
fucking
happened?
executed him.
I heard
Yeah,
they
they
kicked
cut off
his
his dick,
ass.
too.
Took him in the back and shot him.
Let's kick his ass. Yeah. Yeah.
The whole fucking stadium got involved. They all got in a big line.
They announced it to everybody.
One-
in the
everyone
hey,
gets-
our announcer said the F word, and I don't mean fuck, people.
Anyone who is offended, please come down to the field, and
Any
you can have
fags
one
out
kick at
there?
him.
One anywhere you want.
They
Don't
announced-
worry, he's already down.
They announced it as any faggots in the stadium would like to fight our announcer.
They make it worse.
That guy got fired too.
Ah, shit.
Just out of principle.
Then the third guy comes up. He's all, faggot, shit.
Fuck.
All right.
Finally,
I
the
thought that's
finally
what we were
the-
saying. I'm so
finally
sorry.
finally the
I guess it's
fourth.
stuck in my head now.
Finally, the fourth guy comes up, and on his way in the door, the third guy's like, "Hey, man, just don't say fag." Fourth guy sits down. He's like, "So I've been told not to say fag."
Yeah.
Shit.
God damn it! They don't make this easy, do they? And then what was
Taking
the
us
guy
to
you were
bad
showing us
word
today?
jail. To the 20, 25,
At 25.
to the 30. It's the wrong.
There's
It's
a
the wrong
flag
sport.
on
It's
the
okay.
play.
You know, the pitcher's taking it to the 35.
Yeah, you know when he takes it to 35 and last month.
You know, that's first down.
Which
First down.
3 points.
It's out.
You know,
First down.
after that guy though, like I find it pretty silly that they're firing the NHL guy that's out there.
That
instead.
one was funny, though.
Well, he what he said
did he
is
say?
it must be nice being out here in this bubble in quarantine. I mean, you don't even have any women around to distract you.
Where?
yeah. And it's
In the
NHL
NHL.
game.
I know. Where were they at?
They're in Canada. but they're in a bubble in
Okay.
Toronto.
So yeah, the way they have it quarantined,
But all he
they're
said,
not allowed to see their
but
families
all
and shit
he
right
said
now.
is
Nah,
there's
he
no.
makes a good point.
All he said is there's no women around to distract them.
It's just us and the boys.
And
Boys
Tim,
night.
Tim put it
Also,
on point too.
after that fucking
Right here.
NFL player got fucking busted bringing a fucking woman into his hotel room. Yes, obviously
and
women
trying to
are a
say-
distraction to some of these
Yeah,
guys.
it's very clear. Was it Wilt Chamberlain would say
Bitches
like
be
he
running wild. I
fucked
get it,
over
Tim.
100 women
Hey,
and he
guys
fucked a
need to
woman
get
before
sucked off.
in that
It's
city
not even
before
necessarily
every
the women's fault, but men
Hey,
suck.
they
at
need to
not
get
being
sucked
distracted
off.
by women.
Really, what they
Hey,
should do is
take
buy
care.
them 40 hookers to just stay at the hotel. Make sure the hookers go 2 weeks before so they're quarantined, and they get sucked off every day. They
Well,
don't
then
have
you-
to deal with
Then
Then
any
you
of
got to
it.
take care of their pimps, and they have expensive tastes.
their
'cause
hoes.
they're not letting their hoes get quarantined away from them.
Well, I'm just saying that if he does let that happen, you're getting that NHL, NFL, MLB money. These are not low class. These aren't hookers
good shit.
anymore. They're escorts. They're not prostitutes even. They're
Ladies of
escorts.
They're
the
call
evening.
girls.
However you want to call it at this point, it's not a hooker anymore. Like she's getting that NFL buku bucks to suck off those dongs. That's all I'm saying. Is like, why don't they just pay him? Why don't they just keep him on retainer?
Yeah.
Well, the great thing about
Team
that,
hoes.
the great thing about that NFL player getting busted, like
Yeah.
his way of getting her into
Oh,
the hotel,
beautiful.
he disguised her as one of his teammates.
That's badass.
What
dude.
did she look like?
She put on the.
What did she look like
Hey, bro.
before this when you got the idea to do it? Like,
You
What's
just
that
gotta,
coach
like-
too? Mike Patricia for the Detroit Lions. He goes, "I'm just." What does he say? I was like, "I'm just hoping that she didn't actually look like an NFL player."
Yeah, like-
like he must have.
How
dress
big was
her
this
up.
lady? Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Or she just wearing platform shoes and like he
Yeah,
got big
but-
pants on her and shit.
obviously, like she couldn't have been like the greatest looking broad in the world to begin with for you to be like, you know what? I think
Might
I
be
could
his
pass you off as a
Like,
teammate.
yeah.
yeah, for him to suggest that,
Your calves are big
I
enough.
think I could do this. We're gonna put some fake dreads on you and give you some cleats.
like
You already
that.
got the pads on. If you know what I'm trying to
He's
say,
really
Mama.
into weightlifting women,
That's what I was
Hey, maybe.
assuming she came in with the pads on,
right?
like the helmet.
Oh, I'm just a player.
No,
with
this
my
is the
equipment.
kicker. Remember the kicker?
Yeah.
He's a little short.
We're
he
gay,
really doesn't
so
like
we're
to
gonna
take
go
his
fucking
pads
here.
off.
And so this is a huge bitch. That's what you didn't know.
That's a huge
She's
bitch.
like
one of the
6'8".
That's what I'm
350.
saying. Like,
one of the
this
linemen's
must have been a
wives.
damn wildebeest. Like,
It's one of the
She got down
linemen's
to
wives, man, I'm
3-point
telling you.
stance. She tackled the coach as she walked in.
It's like, you know what? I think that might be one of my teammates. I
She
just
said,
gotta
"Welcome
check
to
the
the
roster."
Thunderdome,
Yeah, the
bitch."
co- the
to the
coach was like-
concierge.
coach was like, "Well, we fired the player, but we've hired the woman.
She was pretty good.
Turns
pretty-
out
she-
she could truck a motherfucker."
She got a mean pass rush. Is all I'm saying. She gets to the balls real quick. If you feel me,
She has huge balls.
she
Wait,
gets to
what?
the balls really quick. Is all I'm saying.
Handle that ball.
She's a ball hawk.
She hit harder than the player that tried to sneak her in, so we fired him and brought her on.
She blasted that motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Funny, like
She
they
fucking
stopped
lit
her and
him up.
like, wait, you're a woman, and she just fucking trucks them and runs out the door.
Nah, you can go. You go back up. That's fine. You're on
Never
the team
mind.
now.
That really hurt. My lip is bleeding and my jaw's broken.
You're starting free safety.
To
Yeah, we're putting you in.
to this day,
Yeah, my job now.
to this day, that hooker now wears cleats everywhere she goes.
I
She
was
better.
a cleat hooker.
The cleat hooker.
Leader.
Yeah, no, she's a cleat escort.
She's like, I can run in these motherfuckers. Why the fuck was I wearing heels?
This
that
kind of
could be a
used
new
to use when
nickname,
I was a
right?
prostitute.
They lift my calves and I can run.
Oh shit, I'm all in. What are these lineman looking ones? No. I don't want these straps down low. I want them to show my ankles, man.
You know how they do like the
Going all out.
what's the girl football one where they're dressed up like fucking sexy?
The lingerie
the
football
fucking-
league.
yeah.
Something.
Great.
I
Dude,
think
they-
it would
bro,
be
they
great
hit.
if they
How
had,
is
like,
that still a
fucking
thing?
Bro,
Like,
they
in this
huge
hit.
ass.
It's
I've
entertaining.
seen 'em crack
It's sexy
each other.
and
I-
entertaining.
no,
But I think it would be funny
understand,
if they
but-
had like
Anytime.
huge women, like fucking giant girls for the
There-
line.
There's really not.
Why don't they? But how is it still
That'd be awesome.
How is it still okay to have that with them dressed like that, like in this like cancel culture age?
I have no clue.
Is it still a thing?
Well, at least it
It
wasn't
was
until
up
last year.
until-
They actually
yeah.
had like a NFL Hard Knocks style like thing
Oh,
on that.
really?
What?
Yeah.
It
I
was
just
more like
started seeing it
MTV
on, like,
Hard
randomly.
Knocks for Lingerie Football League because it was very reality show
Is
esque.
that MTV made?
But I'm telling you, these bitches are hitting each other, bro.
they decking each other.
They are. I'm telling you, look up videos, man. It is not only
just
sexy
found
and
some
arousing,
hard-ass-
but like, dude, they are cracking each other.
They just
Here's
found
the
some
other
hard
thing.
ass hot women.
Yes,
Is
they did.
Is it still sexy 6 months into the season when they're all covered in bruises?
Yes, yes. Just you can't. The problem is at that point
They're
you
all
can't date them.
scraped up and bruised.
You can't date them at that point
No.
because then everybody's looking at you funny. Hey man,
What'd you do?
I
to her?
understand she's twice your size, but like, why she got bruises all over her?
you
It's
do.
like, well, obviously, if you look at her and then me, I'm not the one getting
I'm
beat
the one covered
here.
in bruises.
Or she's not the one getting beat here. I am.
She hurts me at night.
Yeah. She's got bruises on her from the game. I got bruises on me from her.
Left the toilet
Either-
seat up
either-
last week. She fucking dropped my ass.
She's a linebacker and cannot turn it off.
Either that or you sit there and be like, yeah, you see the bruises on her? Imagine what I could do to you.
She gave me a concussion and then told me to eat her pussy. What am I supposed to do? I can't even see straight.
I punched her in the ribs because I
hottest
couldn't
gross.
breathe.
That's
That was the only reason. It's like she was choking me, right?
you always hear the
She was
stories.
hurting me.
You always hear the stories about like couples where the girl will like fall and accident, like it's a complete accident. And she like hits herself and has a bruise, and like the dude has to keep explaining it. My first thing was just like, well, she didn't shut her fucking mouth.
Bro, I'm telling you, like,
And you're arrested.
One of my favorite
Yeah.
bits in a Family Guy is like there's an episode where like Peter hurts Lois on accident like 2 or 3 times during the episode. She goes, "You know what? I'm really getting tired of telling people. Yeah, my husband did this to me, but it's not what you think."
you gotta be worried for when your girl drinks. If you have a girl and she starts drinking and gets blackout drunk one night, that's when you gotta worry because she'll fall all on her own.
Well,
Nah,
now you're in charge
well,
of guides. and
I
you're
watched
kinda-
Nikki do a
Whoa.
somersault in our living room. I'm not even joking. She did a
That's
somersault
dope.
into the corner
I
in our
wish I
living
could do
room.
a
Well, the
somersault.
thing is, in that case, most of the bruises are on the shins and fucking forearms.
Yeah, but that's where they display, and that's the problem. That's like whenever a girl shows you a bruise. Can you believe I got this bruise? It's like you start looking at it and then imagining where their shirt line is and their pant line is. You're like, all right, cool.
Bryce, if you just use a sock with a few oranges in it, you won't have to explain any of this.
You beat her
to
with a
us.
phone book.
Yeah, phone books. So
Phone book works.
So,
Yeah.
That's probably a good
doesn't have
idea.
surface area, so it doesn't
I
leave
saw
a
that on
bruise.
TV.
Just don't hit her in the gut or she'll
You gotta hit him with a sack
really
of
loud.
potatoes.
Want to get a refresher on the drinkies?
No shots to the face. Yes.
No shots to the face. Everybody, watch the
No
Lingerie
kiss to the
Football
face.
League. It's
Yeah.
not only arousing, but it's also pretty vicious. Are we doing a song for the intermission or no?
Also, watch
You
the
make my
lingerie wearing league.
Yeah, just that one's
Just,
good on its own. A lot of erections in that
No
one.
pads, they still wear lingerie.
The only pads they got are shoulder pads.
I'm starting it this year.
That'll work.
Make my day.
Making millions.
Breast milk, you make my day.
That's. And I'm
That's
just-
right. You took that dab, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I was already like feeling lightheaded, and this guy's like, "Hey, you want to hit this pen?" And like I hit it, and I fucking take 2 steps back, and I fall backwards into my buddy. who,
Yeah,
like,
you said if he wasn't
he
there
just
to
happened
catch
to
you,
be
you would
walking.
have gone
Well,
right
he
on
just
your
happened
ass.
to be walking by with his like literally just happened to be walking by with
Yeah.
his girlfriend by us, and I was like. Fall straight into him and he's like, "Oh shit, Austin!" I'm like, "Oh fuck,
Hey, man, you saved my
I'm
life.
passing out here."
Well,
I'm
that was
like, oh hey, my hero.
Man, I was trying to crack my head on the pavement and get a lawsuit.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
all like
fucker.
grass.
I was trying to say I got too high and blamed it on them because they gave me weed. But think about when we were at the Renaissance Fair. Remember?
Yeah.
I had to like
Hot
drink your
shit,
entire hydro
yeah.
flask. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah. remember
I
yeah.
honestly don't believe it was because I was too dehydrated because I drink water like a goddamn fish.
Yeah.
And I was drinking it that morning knowing that I'm going to be there at noon drunk off my ass. I knew that. You know, so I
Probably
was
you're drunk on wine.
Yeah,
Red
you
wine
might be
specifically.
missing like you're probably missing like the electrolytes and shit that make you hydrate like a
Well,
where that
I don't worry about those because I eat. You know what I mean? Like I eat a
Yeah.
lot.
Hey, me too.
sometimes
You know what I'm
shit just
saying?
fucking
Like,
happens,
well, yeah,
Well-
but that's what I'm saying. It's like that's why I'm like I'm not thinking that it's like electrolytes or anything. I think it was just so fucking hot because I remember that same day we were walking down like one of the main drags after smoking cigarettes and shit in that bar area
Yeah.
with the wet cock, and we're walking down there and 2 different groups
yeah.
of people passed by us, one walking on the same side, one, and they said the dumbest shit you could say on a 110-degree day in Gilroy.
Nice out, ain't it?
For real, dude, they might as well have said that. They're like, it's hot, but I didn't think it would feel like this. It doesn't
Oh,
seem
God.
so hot.
Jerk off.
So hot.
I thought it would be hotter. How much hotter did you think it was going to be?
Skinny
You think
fat
this
Where
is
are
hot.
you from? Are you from like
The
fucking
surface of the
Africa,
sun.
You
Egypt?
literally, you
like the
literally have
Middle
to be
East?
from
What?
at very minimum Texas. Very minimum Texas or Arizona. Yeah, and then after that, you start getting into African countries because where the fuck else is it that hot? Iraq, maybe.
Amazon.
Did you come here from
And
Death
Iran.
Valley?
I don't know, man. Amazon's like 90 to 100 degrees
It's all
humid.
humidity.
Yeah,
it's
that's
worse.
not a dry heat.
It's not that kind of shit
I'll
that'll
deal with
kill
the
you
dry
standing
Florida.
there. That'll
Florida.
drain you slowly. That'll what a humid heat will do,
Well,
like, especially in
that'll
Texas.
weigh you
It's
down
way
and
worse.
exhaust
Yeah.
you.
It's
That'll
okay,
break
Mr.
your
Panette.
spirit.
It's a dry heat.
It's okay, Mr. Panette.
It was a
It's
dry,
a dry
heat.
heat.
This
yeah.
is what they're telling me as I'm being carted into the ambulance. That was such a great like series of jokes he had too.
That's
It's,
right.
it's okay. It's a dry heat. And it,
Oh.
the
No,
older
I
you get, and the
wish
more you
he'd-
experience it, like
I
you
wish
kind
he'd
of
done it.
realize
Time.
that. What's up, Tim?
I wish he'd
Friday?
done more. He was fucking great.
I mean, he did a lot, but not enough for like us, right? Like he was a stand-up comedian, but he didn't have enough recorded content that outside of like Show Me the Buffet, you know?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
started
it's
getting
so
into other
Ronaldo.
stuff after like what was it, like 2010 when he had that Netflix special.
It's Salah Maldo.
What's that?
He had that fucking the female I'm starving joke. He said he was
What?
making
Oh,
like,
yeah.
a movie in France, and then like he wanted to get Italian food.
Why?
I will. Oh, Tim's in charge.
Oh.
Okay.
You're in charge.
What am I listening for?
Yeah, it was really only
You're
that.
gays.
Tim's gonna
You're
okay. So Tim's
gay.
putting on a special set of headgear right now for everybody that
He's
doesn't know
always
at
wearing
home.
his headgear.
Listening
Tim's wearing his
himself for the
headgear. It's a big
gays.
halo
Tim's putting
brace
on
that
his
goes.
helmet.
It's for his teeth. It
Yeah.
doesn't straighten them or anything like that. It's just to. It's the only purpose it has is to clip on them so he can
I lost
sit
the,
there like an
I
idiot.
lost the goddamn wire, so it's really doing nothing.
It's just it looks funny.
They don't make wireless headphones. That's not a real thing.
Something. They're lies.
Those don't exist. Everything
Talking
is
about the
wired.
wire that goes around your teeth.
Yep.
Oh, that. You know what? It was a headgear joke. I missed it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, no. So like at that Renaissance fair though, like just to get back to it, like I had to like drink your
Thanks for
entire
going back
hydro
to it.
flask because I was just fucked up, and I don't think it was anything to do with like not drinking enough water or like not eating. I think it was just so hot, and like my body was like,
Yeah.
"Hey Bryce, you're dying here. You just drank 3 beers, and you've had nothing else like
You're
after that."
dying.
Like I mean, I ate lunch, I
You're
drank water,
dying.
but goddamn, you're still dying because it's 110 degrees.
It's so damn hot.
And these motherfuckers had the balls to say that it's. I thought it'd be worse than this.
Go fuck yourself.
I will
Yeah,
punch
so
you in
go
your
die.
fucking mouth.
What are you talking about?
I will punch your children.
Where
You
do
know
you
what?
think we live?
Go stand by the grills.
I remember I read something great that was like we've been told this lie for our entire lives that summer is great because that's the time when you were a kid you would get off of school.
Yeah.
But really, summer is 3 months of a living hell and can fuck itself because the winter is great.
Yeah.
It's much easier to get out of
Used to
cold.
fall.
There's football in winter.
As soon as you're an adult, you're either fucking working during the summer and work sucks more because it's summer,
Work
or
sucks,
you
I
have
know.
kids and you're taking a bunch of annoying fucking kids on vacation in the middle of summer.
I hate
Goddamn
kids.
kids.
They're the worst. They're always looking at you and being kids.
You know, in the weight I've lost, I've enjoyed summer a little bit more, but not enough to say that summer is better than fall. and winter.
you.
Bro.
Yeah.
That shit is
What
like
the shit here, huh?
that
All right,
shit.
let's make fun of him like that
Congratulations.
movie where they
I'm
make
just
fun of the
saying,
skinny
like,
guy.
The weight I've lost, I've kind of been able to appreciate the heat a little bit more, but
Congratulations.
I still walked. Congratulations to you, Tim. I've still walked fucking Las Vegas for a mile in 110 degree heat and realized that I was probably going to die that day.
Oh, that's really dry heat. Like
There's
worst
no
here.
compare. You know, actually, there's a point I will say that like you do get so hot that you don't feel it anymore. You're like, this is how it is.
Shut it down.
I hate
We
walking
walked
through
to the dispensary down the street from our hotel, which is to say 2 miles, a long time. And it was 100 degrees at 9 p.m. at night.
Lord.
You get halfway
I don't know why I had to
there.
say at night, p.m. at night, duh.
Thanks for saying both.
You get halfway
Just so you
to,
understood.
Wait, is it
halfway to the
Pacific Standard or?
dispensary and just decide to go delivery.
Yeah, right. Get halfway to the dispensary and not realize how did we
You know
get
what? I
in
don't
the
even wanna
fucking middle of
smoke
the
weed
desert,
anymore.
man.
I think I'm just gonna quit smoking weed instead of going to this stupid dispensary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes you contemplate life, dude. We're like, all right, we're staying at the Rio, and we're walking to the Strip because the Rio does not have the shuttle service anymore at the time.
Fuck the Rio.
Bro, yes.
Oh, wait, is
fuck
it
the
that one
Rio
that's
at that
kind of
right.
like far away?
Yeah,
not
it's
right on the
it's
Strip?
literally a mile from
we
the
stayed
Strip.
there.
It's not as far as you think it is, but you take a car, bro.
Yeah, I stayed there for one night with Jorge because everyone left before us on Curtis's whatever bachelor party.
Yeah.
Because like originally the plan was we're just gonna stay up all night and then we'll leave at like 9 a.m.
Y'all
I was
jacking
like,
my
you
mountain.
are out of your mind. I need a
Yeah.
place to sleep,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna be fucking super.
Fuck.
Well, the
freaked
Rio's
out.
the place to do it. It's one of the cheaper ones.
Yeah, it was fine, and it was really cheap. It was
It's
like
not
$30.
great.
Really?
No, they got. Yeah, it has good rooms, but like you got to pay for them.
It's just
The
not on
base-
the strip.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
not
they
on the
can't. They don't
strip.
they
It's
can't
the
charge as
basic
much.
room. Go on the Strip, and even the shittiest room will seem great because you're on the Strip.
Yeah,
like
they're
stay
right
at the
there.
Flamingo. Stay at the. You know what I mean?
The
Stay at the
length,
Paris. They're not
yeah.
great. you know, but
stayed
they're
at
on
the
the strip and
Venetian.
they feel nice.
How much
now you
time
stay
are
at the
you-
Venetian, you stay at the Cosmo, you stay at the. Those are the nice ones.
How much time are you really
Oh
spending?
no,
in
no,
your
no.
room?
What's the other one that's Italian sounding?
Bellagio, Caesar's Palace,
No.
Bellagio.
I don't know.
Rays?
I kept saying it. I'd be like, say the name of the Bellissimo, Ciao Bella.
Bellagio.
Bellagio. Yeah.
Bellagio.
Bellagio.
Yeah, it's the Bellagio. That's what you're thinking of. It's right there by Caesar's Palace.
It's at the very end of the strip.
It's a
That-
Rays
it's on one
eatery.
side, yeah. Unless you're thinking of the MGM Grand, or what's the medieval looking one? Not the Imperial, because that was the hub. Gosh, there's like Mandalay Bay over on that side, MGM Grand, fucking Luxor and shit. Like that stuff's on the far side, but when you go closer to like where New York is, for example, but when you go closer to where like Flamingo and Hard Rock and Paris are,
Yeah.
and the HUD, that's where you have like the Bellagio and Caesar's Palace. And then there's like the Hotel Aria, the Cosmopolitan, the El Camino, which is old as fuck. I remember one of the times we went there. We went there with our friends. We went with Jonathan, Bert, John.
It was a palazzo.
The Palazzo.
Ciao Bella.
Well, that's right. That's Palazzo.
It's still, I think it's the Venetian, but like they have another one
the
that's
Venetian.
across
That
the
was, I'm
street
forgetting that one.
that they still own.
What
Yeah.
were
It's
we
called the
talking
Palazzo.
about? How did we get on a tour of Vegas here?
Oh,
Talking about the dry heat, and
Stamps.com
then walk in,
is,
walk into Rio.
located in
Talking about the
Then walk into
Jews.
Rio, and then eventually staying on the Strip. And then he was talking about I only remember the Italian one.
Anyways, the Jews are
I-
taking over.
They
I
are.
fucking-
They
I
own
just
every bit
hate-
of the banking system.
I think the
They
worst
own
part
banks,
about-
they're
Whoa, this
gonna
took a
kill you
hard
all.
turn right.
I think the worst part about walking the strip is
I'm
they,
hard right,
they
Jay.
have those like misters going, but it's all that recycled water, so it stinks for some reason. It
Yes.
just smells kind of like
Yes.
ass, and so
By
you
Well,
the
and it
time
doesn't
you
help
get
that
where
it
you're
smells like
going,
ass,
and
you
they're like,
smell
you
like
stink,
ass.
yeah.
They
people
spray them with
cover it.
farts. Spray them with farts.
They'll get that. That'll
Fart water.
keep them off of
Turns
there.
out the misters are fed by pools on top of the roof that hobos bathe in.
So I was looking up the
hobo
term
pools.
the term arcology, which is basically
Nerd.
a like city system that like it keeps you from the outside world, basically, like keeps you from the environment, right? Or it has its own micro environment.
So like a walled-in city or some shit.
Yeah, basically. And so like they have it in like Chicago. There's a whole
Oh,
section
like
of the
Minas
city that like
Tirith?
you don't have to leave a building
Helm's
to get
Deep?
from one building to the other. You can just go into several like tunnels
Don't they
or
do that
or
in
like
Chicago too.
that's what I was saying, Chicago. But then Vegas is one of the places that it's very close to becoming an arcology because it incorporates those
It's a lot of
ideas in
shit,
it, but it's
yeah.
just for the commercial sector. It's just for the gambling.
Yeah.
Do you think you're
It's like,
better
that's
than me 'cause you know
hilarious. It's like
words?
they literally spent so much money not to figure out the environment of like cleanliness or
Just to figure out how to keep you going in
Keep
and out of
you-
casinos.
bam.
Yeah.
Yes. We have food and everything placed every so many 100 feet.
Don't
we
go
have
outside.
drinks every 100 feet. You know?
Scary
Yeah,
outside.
you can go
Come
from
back
the
inside.
casino to
And
the
if you do go-
restaurant to another casino to the bar, right into another casino, and
Yep.
on the other side of that,
That
casino
heat-
is a strip club. You never have to go outside.
No.
That
and if
heat
you
really
do,
only helps your business model.
If
Yeah.
you do, by some happenstance, have to go outside, there is a band, bar, food, and strippers all there.
All owned by
All
the
of them.
casino.
Into
Right there,
blazing
yes.
dry heat to drive you back into the casino.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have the fart
it's
misters.
1,000 degrees outside. Come back in here and give us your money.
Yeah.
Just give us the money. We have cold
Just
drinks.
give us some money.
We have
You can
cold
give it to
drinks.
us pennies at a time. You're going to be here forever. It's
You will
cool.
be here for at least 8 hours. At least 8 hours you will spend here, and then talk about where to take the kids for dinner, and make a horrible decision to take them to a nice restaurant.
No, I left the kids at home.
Good
You know
idea.
what? I don't even have any kids.
I left
I
the
left
wife
them at
at
the pool.
home.
I abandoned my
I
kid.
dropped the kids off at the pool.
I dropped them off of the pool.
Daddy's
Because
gonna be
you're in
gone
Vegas,
for a
dude. Where
week,
else are you going to drop them
kids.
off at? You're going to drop the kids off at the pool.
Oh, you took them
You
to
dropped
Vegas.
them off.
Dropped them.
That
I,
seems
I
really
dropped
an
them to the pool at
arcade.
my city and said, "Daddy's gonna be gone for a week. I'll be back."
Straight up, Daddy's going fishing.
Guess who's
And then
camping
I-
at the
Mommy.
pool?
And then I left a note with my wife that said, "Surprise! I'm never coming back."
Surprise! I went out for
Gone
cigarettes.
to get cigarettes.
Yeah.
quotes.
Well, like found out I have a gambling addiction. Oh, maybe I'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. dude. Going to
Hey.
get cigarettes. Hashtag 21.
Run off with the milkman. What?
Out to get cigarettes. If I lose everything, I'll be back. If I hit it big, you'll never see me again.
Yeah. But yeah, if I lose everything, I'll need you.
We'll be back. Win loser.
Win loser. It's
Not
exactly
win
what it is.
loser. Win.
But no, Vegas is like that, and it's like, it's that fucking like,
Win.
that place is that fucking hot. Like I can't believe people want to live there. But at the same time, that's the person who's realized you go to Texas, everyone has a pool.
Yeah.
Everyone either has air conditioning, a pool, or both.
You just do, yeah.
Same thing
Yeah,
with
you
Vegas.
just
Not an
do.
option.
No, it's
You
not.
don't think, you just do.
For real. Like,
You just do.
my dad was telling me, I don't know how true this is, but it's like, even if you're renting over there, you're renting a pool.
Even if you live in a tent,
That makes
you have an
sense.
air conditioner.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You will die.
Well, they have. I know at that EDC thing, they moved it to May so people could camp.
Die.
And they won't let you like use your own tent. You either have to use one of their tents,
Cute.
which
AC.
are AC'd,
Cute.
or bring an RV.
Burning
You know,
Man is still in the desert, man. Yeah,
Joshua
Tree.
Oh, nobody cares for those fucking hippies, Dad.
Yeah, I want to go to Burning Man with a bunch of people that
Yeah,
smell
no one
like
gives a
shit.
Burning
shit
Man
about
has a
dirty
tent. It's an
hippies.
orgy tent. It's called a towel tent.
That's hot, dude.
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
want to
straight up.
I want to go
It's
into an
true.
orgy with a bunch of people that haven't
true.
showered in 4
It
days.
smells like ass.
Well, I was
Stinks in
said it to
here.
a friend. It was like, and you probably heard me say this before too. Like
Herpes.
Walking Dead, any of those like post-apocalyptic motherfuckers. No one's getting head.
Yeah.
No one's getting head
we're
that doesn't
skipping
have
that
some kind
shit.
of. No one's getting head that doesn't have like a bounty on the person that would be giving it to them, right? Like some kind of.
Or like you just found like a
Or you're
running
the
water.
or you're the only guy in town with a shower.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Because ain't nobody.
Steve gets all the blowies. 'cause
Ain't
he's got
nobody's
the water.
got cheese off they dick. It's
And the-
just they're just fucking gunk down
That's right.
there,
There-
bro.
there's-
You're no one's sucking dick. People are fucking.
There's
people are
yeah.
fucking.
There's
Also,
plenty
I'm
of rape.
sorry, when's the last time you got tested? Never?
Well,
Yeah,
there's,
right.
there's plenty of rape in the apocalypse, but there's no blowjob rape.
There's
in
no
the
blowjobs.
apocalypse.
There's no
They're
no one's
biting your
eating
dick
pussy.
off. This
no
is
one's
the
sucking dick.
apocalypse.
It is a horrible mess down there. People are fucking. They are doing that.
It stinks.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Unless, like Tim said, unless you're the only guy in the town with a shower.
Nah, that's fine. Just decapitate me. I'm not blowing you. dude.
Yeah.
You're
At that
out of your
point,
fucking
so let me
mind.
take a shower and then you cut my head off.
Yeah.
You know what? You can just put it in my ass at this point.
I mean, whatever.
Anything but this,
I'm not
please.
putting my mouth down there.
I'm not gay or anything.
I saw that you guys had a
Mouth.
stock of coconut butter and Vaseline. It's your choice at
Good
this
for
point.
you,
Let me
dude.
take a
Dealer's
shower,
choice.
please.
21.
I will use either one of those two lubricants for my fucking ass, but do not make me suck your cringy dick.
Put hot sauce on
Normally,
Put
I
hot
wouldn't,
sauce on that
normally I
motherfucker.
wouldn't ask this of a guy that's about to force me to blow him, but can I wash it first?
Please, God. Yeah, that last of your drinking water, please. Let me wash your
I'll
dick.
wash your balls.
Please.
Let me wash your dick.
Dude, you would die crying like
This
that.
episode's called Let Me Wash Your Dick.
I'll let you fuck me, but please don't make me suck your dick.
Oh, crying already? No, my eyes are watering from the god awful smell.
That is rank, bro.
Seems like
When was the
shit.
last
That is
time
rank, bro.
you took a wire loop to your dick? You got cheese on that. It's schmegma.
You know, you might want to just start out with some steel wool there.
Oh my god. It's a good thing too, because we have these rubber gloves.
No, we need more lemon pledge.
We don't. No.
Can you go take a
no.
bath in lemon pledge first?
At that point, dude, like it couldn't be worse for your skin. Like, come on.
Cover
You're
yourself.
caked in the shit.
Cover yourself in bleach, please.
Bleach yourself.
Bleach your asshole.
Sell yourself.
I have a
Sell
bleached
yourself.
asshole. My name. What's her name? My name's Artemis,
name's
and I have a
Artemis.
bleached asshole.
First thing is, I have a bleached
Trying
asshole.
to be classy.
Yeah.
It's when they're doing the.
I got my
is it-
asshole bleached because I'm trying
is
to
it
be
when they're-
classy.
She's trying to do a. Dee's trying to do a Six in the City thing.
Yes, yeah.
I have a drinking problem. She's fucking. I don't like this bitch's attitude. Trying to swing at her.
In the store, right?
Yeah,
he's like,
she
she's
falls.
She's trying to hit me with a bottle.
She just swung a bottle at me,
She has a
and then in the
drinking
fucking
problem.
club, fucking Artemis ruins it again. I have a bleached asshole.
I think her
Which
name
one of
is
you wants to
really
take me home
Artemis.
tonight? It's like, I don't think anybody wants to take you home after saying
Frank.
what.
Oh,
Hey,
somebody does.
Frank.
okay, but roll with me here on this one. You may know what you know, but I don't know what that is.
A bleached asshole.
Someone comes up to me and says that, I am really put off.
Look,
What the fuck is a? Did they like put bleach on the skin of your asshole?
I
They
think
did.
it's
This has
something
got to be
like
a
that.
goddamn horror
That's
show.
what they
I
do.
I think it is
hear
something
you.
like that.
I hear you, but even if Frank doesn't exist, there's somebody that's going to take her home. At the
I'm
end
not
of the
saying there isn't somebody. I'm talking about the average Joe. Okay, well, all right. Yeah, you're not your average bear though.
You're more than your average
Ladies.
bear.
Yeah. Raptor, you're not the average bear, man. I'm talking
You're
about a
depraved
motherfucker
I think
that
everyone's
like
beautiful. That's
He's
just
the
that
me.
is like
though.
would be scared of that shit. Like I feel like any normal person would be scared. Raptor he didn't give everybody beautiful to him, but you know. This is scary to me. What does that mean? Do you have like contusions or the boils and shit? Like what does this mean?
Okay, is it
At
clean though?
at
What
the
are you
same-
bleaching
you
on
know
your
what,
asshole
though?
that could possibly be good for?
I just
At
thought
the
it was-
same
Stay away
time,
from it.
At the same time, if she doesn't look like Artemis, I mean, it's not like you have to see her asshole.
I'm not saying I wouldn't fuck Artemis.
Yeah,
I'd fuck Artemis.
Artemis.
But if Artemis came up to me and said she had a bleached asshole, I'd have a lot of questions.
She's wild and free.
That's fine. That increases your chances of whatever you think might
This bitch
happen.
has no standards.
I don't know. I just don't think that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely just don't think that statement's as much of a turnoff as you're making it out to be. Like,
Yeah, you piece of shit.
Tim
I
has,
guess you
know
don't
what Tim's
internalize
trying to
it.
say? He is a bleached asshole. That's what we're trying to get
Oh,
to.
Tim gets his
Tim is
asshole
a bleached
bleached
asshole,
weekly.
and he doesn't want to feel
Well, now that
self-conscious
Tim
about
says it,
anymore.
I think that's kind of sexy.
You guys
haven't
wanna go
noticed-
together,
you
like,
haven't
as a
noticed there's
podcast, you
gallon of
bleach
bleach in the
assholes?
shower?
Yeah, Tim's like giving a secret away. Like,
There's a
bro,
gallon of bleach in
the
the
gallon of
shower.
bleach, the comb. What did you think that was for?
No, he does it once a month. You hear him screaming in there.
He's yelling like
Tim, are you okay in there? Yes.
He's screaming like
I-
Artemis is in the episode where they keep showing him fucking in the dumpster. Now
get the bun. Now get the bun.
I never looked anything up, and I have no idea how you're really supposed to do it. I might be doing something wrong.
It hurts. It hurts a lot. Like all the
surprising you
time.
did no
it hurts
research.
all the time, like a lot.
It does hurt. I don't know if that means it's working or not. My grandma says it means it's working.
It doesn't feel good when I poop.
Oh no, I didn't
anymore.
ask anyone either.
Oh no, you just went for it, my man. No fear.
My man.
I don't have hemorrhoids anymore, but I have terrible burns.
Terrible, terrible anal burns.
Chemical
And
burns.
it itches.
They're
Bad
like,
ones.
what did you do? Put bleach in your asshole? You're like, yes.
How'd you guess?
I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, no.
I'm a-
Yes.
That's how you're telling your doctor too.
Fuck
You
did you
just-
say?
So what do we see
You're
you
like-
for today? I have a bleached asshole.
Immediately.
Sir, you understand you're supposed to use peroxide for that, right?
What's a proper procedure
What's
for
this
this?
peroxide?
No, but I read online that's for pussies.
I heard that was for bitches.
Yeah, so I put peroxide in my pussy.
I believe whatever I read online.
Well, it's the most reliable source to get your information.
And you know my new favorite thing in the world is my mom likes to argue politics with people on Facebook now.
Beautiful.
All day. She's obviously very bored and stuck inside and can't go places.
Yep. Like
And
me.
like she's like getting arguments with people, and I was like, "What are these people you work with? Or like your friends? I don't understand who you like." On her page, she's arguing with people.
Oh.
You're showing them.
I constantly go on there, and I was like, "Stop arguing on Facebook,
Ladies.
Mom,
Oh,
can you
no,
get off
like-
the internet?"
If you want to get
I-
my Mercedes.
I have like
It's like a
I-
dude being like, "You stupid fucking liberal bitch," and shit like obviously not like that, but like in
Yeah,
a
but
nice,
to the degree.
like in a civil like
Sure.
use bitch.
I-
liberal.
Yeah,
I'm
I
really
know what you're
glad
saying. I know
I-
what you're saying.
I'm really glad I never decided to start engaging my grandmother about the shit she posts on
Oh
Facebook.
my god.
I was
Oh
engaged
my
with my grandmother
God.
for years.
It
I
has
engage your
gotten
grandmother every day.
it has gotten
Facebook
very, very racist.
Just knowing the things that I want to say myself
Really.
is bad, and the things I have said and the arguments I've gotten into, it's like, what was I fucking thinking? And I kind of get where my mom's coming from nowadays. Like my mom never, and I mean never, gave a shit about politics. And people like in our generation nowadays, and I'm sure it was the same way for people of their generation at the time. 1960s, you're in college. The people at the same time would tell you, fucking. If you don't care about politics, you don't care about the world and America, and because you have to weigh in, your vote matters. And it's like,
have
bro,
other shit
like
to do.
this
No one
is
tells
for the fucking birds,
I
dude.
have other shit to do.
It
I
did-
have bills
I
to
got
pay,
maybe,
shit.
if I'm lucky,
Like-
70 years. If I'm lucky.
People get all fucking worked up.
Oh
like,
my god.
Who
I
cares?
have to like stop. And sometimes I have to leave a comment, right? Like, and then after I leave it, I'm like, "Are you retarded,
Well, I'm
dude?"
sorry, I
Well,
want-
the baiting, like you put out some like a ridiculous statement,
Yeah.
and then you're like,
Yep.
I can't believe everyone's so mad at me. It's like that's why you
Yeah.
put that out there, though, right?
But
Yeah, right.
that's the thing.
So fucking
I
Joe
do
did
bait.
that,
I will bait on certain things, but like I've tried to tone it down at least a little bit, because you know me, I'm fiery. Like I want to,
Wiry.
I want to make people mad a lot of
Weighty.
the
He's
time.
fighty.
Weighty.
He's fighty.
He's
I am
weighty.
fighty.
If
It's
I
wiry.
can't, if I can't see a way to make it funny,
He's
I
fiery.
don't bother.
And my
I
only,
just-
I'm not on
And my
Facebook.
only
to make it
political
fucking
friend-
I've
political
been trying
reasons.
to make it
One at a time.
quick angry, and we're done. It fizzles out. You know what I mean? But it's like if I have to get
misfizzles
engaged,
out.
I feel like I don't want to engage anymore so much. Just to be like, fuck you, and that's it. That's
I-
quick,
Like
fuck you,
dating.
and that's it.
You're not changing people's minds on Facebook. Stop it.
If
Yeah.
I really
Just
feel
stop.
like,
Read my book.
but I'm
Stop
smarter
it.
than them.
I got
they
it.
should understand.
I got it.
You are. You're so much smarter
They
than
need to
everyone. Stop
understand
it.
that I'm smarter
and
than them.
the worst part is like I think back on it too, and it's like I'm not smarter than anybody. Like I might be the dumbest person I know.
If you just be smart enough to not engage.
What's that Dunning-Kruger
It's so
effect
hard,
thing?
though.
you know,
Okay.
if
That's why
I'm
that's why I try to make a nice big vague post.
If
It's
I'm gonna,
one vague
we were
post.
talking to Javi the other day, and he started like bringing up. He started
was
like
too much.
anti-vaxxer shit. I was like, I'm not gonna argue with this.
That's
with you.
yeah, I
Because
saw that. Yeah.
I started to get
Let me
angry, and
get
I was
into
like,
that.
no, you know
Well,
what?
you
Forget
could-
it.
if I'm gonna comment on something like that on Facebook, like it's gonna
forgot
be
you're an
something
MD.
that like I'm trying to be funny, and I'm not arguing about like what your post is. I'm making fun of you for just arguing on Facebook. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
no,
my
that's
thing-
the only. That's the
the
only
best thing,
comments I
yeah.
leave.
yeah, like,
It's like I'm gonna make fun of you for being angry about whatever you're passionate about. Stop being so passionate about things, idiot.
See, like, and you saw it the other day too. I was like, I'm just trying to put like one post out there and just like get like a general like sarcastic point across, and then just do your best to leave that alone.
Do it
not
for
get
memes.
into the online argument with somebody else on their post. Like, if you got to say it, at least say it on your post and leave it there. But mine was like vague enough, like to the point where like I don't need to argue a specific point here, and I don't need to argue. And honestly, like nobody's really going to either, because it
They're
was
going
just
to.
kind of like I was just talking about like the everybody talking about like, oh yeah, me and my homies are gonna go out and beat up a bunch of pedophiles. It's like, no, you're not, dude. No, you're not.
No, they're
Or
gonna
like the guy
do
from
it,
the
dude.
contortionist, the singer, he commented on my post. He's
call
like,
you
oh yeah, I
faggot.
read those posts where people say they're gonna beat up pedophiles, and I'm like, oh, amazing. He like wrote it out that way.
I just don't
Are
say
you
anything.
sick?
And it's like that's perfect. Like that's exactly what I
When
think
you
it is.
see
But
something
like,
like
I
that,
don't
you
want to
just
sit
wonder-
there and go on something like serious where it's like, oh yeah, man, fucking Tulsi Gabbard's the way to go, or like Bernie Sanders is the way to go, or like fucking
Oh, this
Donald
is-
Trump's a piece of shit, or fucking Kamala Harris. It's like, dude, this we already know that. Like, who cares?
Oh,
It-
what I
it's-
love is when it's a post that has nothing to do with like Donald Trump or Bernie Sanders or whatever,
Thanks,
and all of
Obama.
a sudden you have somebody pop up with Donald Trump's the devil. We weren't talking
Thanks,
about
Obama.
that.
Thanks,
That's true.
Obama.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Obama. I just like saying
cookie?
that just a random. Yeah.
I like when he does it with the cookie when he can't dip his cookie into his glass because it's too big, and even he's like, "Thanks, Obama."
That makes me that
Like,
whole.
all right,
That
that's
makes
my
me want
man
to start
right
like
there.
a video series where it's just like I'm pretending to be one of those guys that like I am gonna go find the pedophiles and kick their asses.
Oh,
Get 'em.
yeah,
And
you
just
will.
every day you make a new video like day 2, still looking for pedophiles. I haven't
I
really
don't know
left
who
my
they are.
room.
You do
I
it-
don't leave my room. I just sit on Facebook and like I call pedophiles out. But I'm gonna kick their ass. I'm gonna find
I will.
them, kick
I'll
their
do
ass.
it.
Or
I
you
have
do
my
a
gun
video where you
that
go
I
to
don't
an
have.
elementary school and start harassing a teacher.
Yeah.
Why are you hanging
Wait,
out with kids all
Why are
day?
you hanging out? Yeah, you teach my kids. Is
I
that what
just
you're doing? What are you
did
teaching them to do?
I just been asking random dudes on Facebook,
You a
are you a
pedophile?
pedophile?
Yeah.
If you're a pedophile, you have to tell me. That's the law.
Most of them say
Surprisingly,
no.
I've
That's just
gotten no
entrapment.
yeses yet. You know what, guys? I don't think pedophiles are real.
You know I'm gonna
Either
do.
that or they're liars.
I'm
which
gonna
I
go
They might be
can't
liars.
believe.
I don't know.
I think that celebrities are pedophiles, and I personally will stop it by posting it on Facebook.
It's cool. No, I
I'm
was
gonna
reading
personally
on a
stop it
thing.
by posting
Well,
it.
that's
I'm
a
gonna
real
post this.
thing.
Donald
I'm gonna
Trump's taking
post
That's
this.
a real thing.
It's fine, dude.
It's the politicians. Everybody's.
well, it's-
everybody's
Shout out to
It's also
QAnon.
silly about like the people are just like, well, if I post it on my Facebook and call them out,
Save
I'm
our
fucking
children.
stopping it.
Say, hey, don't
I'm gonna
say save
post
the
this
children.
on Facebook, and all 80 of my friends will never watch a movie with you in it again.
Yeah. Oh, you teach
don't have
you.
any friends.
In
Don't-
reality,
and don't
5
say-
of them
hold
are
on.
gonna read it, and 2 of them
That
are
hell
gonna
reminds
care
me of
about
the
it.
Peter's Bakery down at the bottom of the hill. I remember the owner said something racist about Mexicans a few years ago, and people were trying to just be like boycotted, go and
Fuck
out there
you.
and
That was
protest.
fucking
Guess
There
what?
is a line
Have you
down
had
the
their burnt
street
almond cake?
every single day.
delicious.
And guess what? 80% of the people in that line are Mexican.
Yeah.
They fucking love it. They're like, hey, yeah, well, you're right.
My-
Speak up.
My fucking Tia wants a burnt almond cake.
That's what I love is
You don't get better than Peters,
That's what
and,
I
and
love,
your second best chance is Dick's, and no one wants to order Dick's.
well, and also like I love. Have you seen like all the people like complaining
Tim loves
about
dicks.
Shia LaBeouf like portraying like brown
Brown
face?
face,
Even though his
What's
character,
great is most of them are white, and there is a shit ton of support from the Mexican
Well,
community.
the-
on
Well,
the
and his
internet for
character
Shia
isn't even
LaBeouf playing
Latino.
that
Well, so the
character.
creator of the movie
his
has
character's
said
not
that,
even
like,
Latino.
It was about his time growing up in a mostly Latino neighborhood
Yeah.
as a white kid.
Yeah, he had to adapt.
But what's funny is there's like whole movements of like
Oh,
Mexican
yeah.
people on like Facebook and Instagram that are like,
What?
Save
"Fool,
Shia.
we down with Shia.
Hell yeah, dude.
He
Come
fucking
on.
went
You
full
think
out
Shia's
with
a-
that
Hey,
chest tattoo.
you think Shia LaBeouf of all people is going to take a stance where it's like, oh yeah, I'm culturally appropriating people? I don't think
Oh,
so.
that's my Carnale fool.
I do not think so. I don't think so. I don't. Shia LaBeouf of all people, I do
I just
not
hope
think
he
is going to
comes
do
back.
that.
'cause
You mean
there's
Shia
talks-
LaBeouf that went out there and punched somebody in the face during the Antifa riots?
Even Stevens, dude.
Did he really do that?
Likes
I
to
just
get
so-
even Stevens.
He got punched in the face. It was
Or
one of
no,
the
well,
two.
there's.
Wouldn't
I
surprise
think-
me on that part, but I don't
No,
really
he
punch
punched the guy in the
Oh, he
face
swung
because
the
he
guy
said
on the
Hell
while they're
Hitler.
doing the
Yeah,
while they were
nice.
doing the he will not
He is
he will not
Jewish.
divide us.
He will
And the guy
not-
walked
he
on
will.
the camera and he's standing there. He's like fucking Heil Hitler, and he's like immediately
Yeah.
swings him.
You,
the dude.
you say that to a Jew. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, say that to a Jewish, black, gay, whatever person. You are
what?
asking for it.
Well,
If
that
you get
was
all three
that
together,
story-
a Jewish, black, gay
that's when
person?
rape culture.
And that's what Shia LaBeouf
Hey,
is.
that's when rape culture's real, dude. Like you say Heil Hitler to any infringed upon race, especially under Nazism. You're asking for it.
Right.
That's when it's real.
that
You're not
fucking-
asking
say
for
in
it when
front
you
of
wear a
gypsies.
skirt. You're not asking for it when you wear a low-cut shirt. But if you say Heil Hitler in front of a black, disabled,
Whoa.
any other kind of person,
African-American.
you're asking for a punch right in the fucking mouth.
African-American.
On a similar note,
Black
no,
American.
there's whole categories of porn where women are getting fucked while calling a black guy the N-word.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
Sure, it's Tim's
I've
favorite
definitely
kind of
not
porn.
seen that before.
Tim
But
loves that
I
porn.
definitely have not seen that
He
before
likes
ever.
the
Definitely not seen that
N-word.
before.
Well, the funny part of that whole
Definitely
he will not divide us thing.
No,
there-
definitely not.
there's
Hey,
a whole
say
story
definitely
about it.
again. We'll really believe you.
Definitely not seen that before.
Put the
Tim,
headphones back
what
on.
is it you
'cause
speak
talk
of?
over everyone. Put the headphones back on.
That wasn't
Turn my
helping me at
headphones
all.
up
So you can know what it sounds like when you talk over
so you
it.
can feel
I
it.
can't hear me.
Yeah, you can hear everything.
No.
Hey.
Yeah,
You could
that's
hear
right.
everything, baby.
The
Come
funny
on.
with that whole he will
It's
not
just an
divide us
echo.
thing is there's a whole there's this whole thing about
on.
fucking 4chan. He tried to
Yeah,
make
no,
it
just
into like a
echoes.
flag that says he will not divide us, and put it in a random spot. And these people on 4chan found through like
Right.
the star patterns. They figured out the general area, and then some guy was like, "I'm just gonna drive around and honk my horn and tell me, and like you guys post if you hear the horn." And they found it through they started hearing the horn honk, and they
Yeah.
went to the camera to the thing, tore it down and put up a Trump thing. It was like someone walks up to the camera, it's like MAGA bitch, and then turn the camera off. It says a fucking him and everything he's trying to do.
Oh my god.
Got him.
It's
I
fucking
remember that shit.
hilarious.
That's great.
Fucking roasted, dude.
Got boom roasted.
Bam.
Bam boom roasted. I think it's about that time.
Yeah, don't talk to me about
I don't
time.
like you.
You know what time it is?
Time to me.
I'll tell you what time it is. It's time for either
Tool time.
Austin to sing
I don't have
or me to sing, I guess.
Hum the tool time thing.
We want to thank you on behalf of the Hanging from the Rafters Hanging from the Rafters podcast for listening, because you guys are morons and we appreciate it.
Cat.